Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I do want to give a fair warning before my video actually begins. There is a slight staticky sound that comes from the mic, and this is a sound that I was able to get fixed later on, not in this actual video but just future videos. This sound will not be in my future videos, but me being new to using this kind of software and technology and using a microphone, I didn't understand how to get that type of sound, background sound, out of my videos. So if you can just bear with me, this video is still a great video. The reading still stands, and I think it's a really great reading, and it will enlighten a lot of people. And yeah, just bear with me, and I just still hope that you are able to enjoy the reading. Okay, thank you. Thank you for tuning in to my channel. My name is the Gifted ODAN, and I welcome you back, or welcome you to my channel. I am also known as the Hood Prophetess. I have a podcast called the Hood Prophetess, and all the links for my reading, spiritual work, and so forth, and even mentorship will be the link down below in the description box. And if you have any questions or comments, definitely comment below. Your comments are welcome. If you are rude, mean, or being just obnoxious, you will be blocked or deleted. FYI. Yes, I want to go ahead and get this reading started. So there have been two black women who've recently passed away that were in the pageants, and the first lady name was Chelsea Christ, who jumped from 60 stories, and the second young lady was Zoe Sozo Bethel. And I want to do a reading on what exactly is going on that is causing these women to go through these things, to feel like this is the end. What exactly is the energy behind this? Because it's very sinister, it's very demonic, and it's very like ritualistic. And even if you don't believe in those sort of things, it just doesn't sit right for the average person to be like, hold on, this is another black woman who was in a pageant who has passed away in a similar fashion, and we're just going to say it's a suicide. And these women did not have any drugs in their system or anything. They just fell from a building or jumped off a building. So we're going to see what exactly is going on and what is the real energy behind this bullshit, because it's unsettling and it's uncomfortable. It's unsettling, it's uncomfortable, and a lot of us feel unsure when things of this nature happen to someone in the black community, because we already have a problem with trusting colorless people or non-black folk. And so this, I don't know. What messages do you have regarding the reason why these two women have jumped to their death? So what I'm seeing in these cards, I see John 4:24. So these are scripture cards for the occult use. And with this book of John, I'm getting that seems like their spirit. And if you, yeah, it seemed like their spirit was definitely misaligned with their purpose here, feeling unfulfilled, feeling kind of blank or even isolated, though they may be around certain people or whatever, or have a community around them or just quote unquote support team. They were not really fulfilled in what they were doing, and it seems that if they believed, if they wanted to pursue something different or change something abruptly, this would cause a stir, and they didn't want to do that. So it's a lot of selflessness, servitude to others that did not have their best interest at heart, even if they thought they did. It was a lot of encouragement to continue. Got an itch. There was a encouragement to continue to do something that they did not want to do. For Christ is the end of the law for righteousness to everyone that believeth. They didn't have anything to look for. They believed that they didn't have anything to look forward to anymore. These are the thoughts that they were having. That if there was more, how could they experience it at this point in their life? And they rather experience it again or in a different way. I'm getting that one of them was probably trying to get into certain energy work or learn more about they had like spiritual questions that was not getting fulfilled. One of them were more mundane in their spiritual beliefs, very not really asking much or inquiring about anything. It's just whatever it was whatever it was. They didn't really have anything beyond that. But there's one of them that was having more questions at the time of their passing. Ye stiff-necked and uncircumcised in heart and ears, ye do always resist the Holy Ghost as your fathers did, and so did you. So, yeah, like I said, there's something that's going on with either spiritual choice or following, like having a spiritual path and then, having also a physical. What is their mission spiritually? So they can apply it to their physical. What is their mission spiritually so they can then apply it to their life physically? Ooh, that's a spirit. That was even a yawn. So one of them were really they were having basically it was definitely life and death with their choice, and they definitely feel stuck. This person who had these religious questions, they were not able to ask anybody. Everybody was on the same accord with their beliefs and their belief systems, and it really shocked the system for them when they ended themselves. And I'm seeing the dark skinned girl. I'm seeing Zoe. Yeah, I'm seeing Zoe. It seems like she had some religious beliefs and that she was starting to have questions. And I don't think she really had an outlet, or just felt it's like she didn't really have an outlet. So At the bottom of the deck, it says, when I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. There was some type of development and evolvement that was happening for both of these girls in different ways. Not just one, it's like the same sort of energy. And they were just feeling really, really unfulfilled. Oh, let me see this. See these cards here. What is the reason for these two deaths? What is the reason for these two deaths? The fortune says the cause and core reasons that led to their deaths, that was happening within their soul, was the awareness and self-confidence to create service to others. The awareness, these are fortunes that create a sentence. The awareness of self-confidence to create service, look on that top, service to others. There was a spiritual involvement and transformation going on within these women, and they wanted to see how they can apply themselves outside of the pageantry world, and people were so invested in them. People had jobs created to help these girls and just invest in them, that they really thought there was no way out because so many people were depending on them and had so much faith in them. And their beliefs and the things that they really wanted to do had nothing to do with this kind of world. Though it's blessing and that's what they work for, at the end of it all, what is next? How can I be more of service to others? These women have a lot of service, like their essence role has a lot to do with servitude, being servants to humanity. Okay, and I know when it comes to the pageantry world, when they talk to you and they're interviewing you and you come up on the stage, they're asking you, what do you do for humanity? What makes you that girl? You know, why should we pick you? Why should you be Miss USA or whatever? And this is what it was. They didn't want to, you get this certain level of fame and then it leaves. That bothers people, this certain level of notoriety, and then it dwindles away. And that really fucks with people. And it's that sort of energy that's going on, that happened with them. Listen to this. Many thoughts about or from taking a chance on what is good for us. Both of them are speaking now. Both of their energies are speaking, and they were in alignment with one another. That's why it happened so ritualistic in the way that it did. And you probably will see some type of numerology or numerical correspondence with the dates of their deaths, and how that became a sequence with one another, how they synchronized with one another. You would probably be able to find that, because it was very much their energies, though I don't know if they knew each other or not. It was an inspiration. It was an inspiration that they both had, and that their spirits were aligning to a certain frequency that was happening within them and around them in that certain industry that they were in, that is a bigger industry. Okay. So in the physical part, it says many words. And then you see these two. I'm seeing two. You're seeing this Mercury, which is the communication. You're seeing this Leo, which is ego, which is self. And you're seeing these doubles, these two women, these two energies aligning and working. Okay. Let me keep this up. I want you guys to see. Look, these two energies here. This like yin and yang energy, or dualistic energy. Dual, two. So the physical aspect of themselves were saying many words resulting from the impressiveness of your work. So they wanted to do more, okay? And I forgot to tell y'all which part was the spiritual part, which part was the mental. But this part is the physical. The second part, where I was saying many thoughts about or from taking a chance on what is good for us, was the mental state. It's like, let's just do this spiritually. The spiritual part that was going on with them was the awareness of self-confidence to create service to others, and that they couldn't fulfill these things, and it became an ache. Okay, when you are not able to be your best in life, that shit fucks with you. It will kill you, literally. If it's not by someone taking themselves out, it can be by disease or ailments, you know. And these things harbor, and they harness in you, and they start to until that machine just doesn't want to work anymore. And it's it. And let me look at this sixth house. This sixth house is about like health, the medical field, the health field. I'm learning about houses and stuff and reading more on this, so I can be more fluent in this type of information, because it's very important to the way that our ancestors were astrologers, and definitely were familiar with these systems. And I think it's important to be familiar with these systems. So I'm trying through this book. I wanted to get a deck that I'm able to learn from, because I am naturally a scholar. A little bit. Not as much as I used to be, but so yeah, the sixth house is also ruled by Mercury as well. And we got Mercury. It's a lot of communication, spiritual communication and identification, spiritual identities and stuff. Okay. The sixth house is associated with your hidden life in relationships with others, and things that can work for or against your relationships with others. So it's tying into the rest of the things that we were saying about what they were trying to do and how they just felt conflicted because of the people that were around them, these relationships, the people that were depending on them. Okay. But with this, the most obvious thing that can work for or against your relationships with others is you. The sixth house is associated with work and services performed for others, either you working for others or others working for you. Boom. Bitch, I read. I divine. The sign and planets associated with your sixth house symbolize how you feel about working for others and how you feel about others working for you, while the sign and planets associated with the seventh house will symbolize how you feel about working with others. Okay, so the sixth house is also known as the house of suffering. Because of the sixth house association with the use of the body in performing work, it has also come to be associated with the concepts of bodily health and hygiene, necessary to keep the body fit for work. They were just fucking tired. Tired of being like a machine for others, and they were not happy. Do you hear what I'm saying? So this is the motherfucking reading for these ladies. Rest in paradise. I want to ask a question really quick. How is this suicide? Oh, let me not say that. How is this ending of life, Chelsea Chris's will to end her own life, going to affect her next life? So it seems that in her next life, she's not going to be really chasing fortune or fame. Here you go, for y'all who are clairvoyant and visual. She's not going to be really chasing fortune and fame. It seems that she's going to become more astute. With the room here, she's going to become more private, more astute. She's going to be someone who's very timid, shy, even though she may have probably been a little bit in this lifetime. She's going to be more timid and shy, and not really going out. She's going to be opposite of what she was in this life. There's not going to be a lot of people knowing her, shaking hands with her. She's going to have probably one or two friends, that sort of thing. She's going to be very, very private. She's going to be studying. She's going to be very astute. And she likes to get information. I see science or engineering. So something with computers is what I see. Something with technology, computers, and the internet is what I see for Chelsea Chris in her next life. So, it seems that she's going to be just scholarly, just staying to herself, just making her own achievements. The little things are going to matter to her. She's not going to be super prideful or anything. I see graduation here, mainly just graduating, being probably a part of some type of sorority or something like that. That's the type of recognition that she'll get, but if she wants to. But I think even that will be something that could possibly do something to her or affect her in some type of way, because of like the attention, something like that. So maybe she might have some type of interaction with a sorority in her next lifetime, or something like an organization or something that's going to trigger something from her past life that she needs to heal from this lifetime, that she needs to heal in her next lifetime. Okay, so that's Chelsea. So how is the will that Zoe used to end her own life going to affect her next life? I'll keep getting, we're seeing money, merchant. Businesses. It seems that she will be afforded and graced to have similar experience to this life. So she can get a certain level of notoriety in her next lifetime that comes. The next lifetime after this one, she can have, see, it's still the same type of energy that follows you because you just died. Even if you reincarnate 100 years from now, the word says that 1,000 years is a day to the Lord. Okay, so if she reincarnates 1,000 years from now, it's like a day. It was like she just came back, and it seems that she will miss a lot of her soul will kind of get deja vu about like I don't know, this just doesn't feel right. So it seems like she's going to be not trusting of people who are like in business, and she will kind of miss some opportunities, and it seems like she'll kind of get bitter. Will she get bitter? Yeah. It seems like she'll kind of be bitter in her older years because she missed out on certain opportunities where it's like, oh, I could have had the chance to sing with this group, or I knew this person, I actually went to school with so-and-so, and they became this, end up being in this superstar movie or whatever the fuck, So, I don't know. It's like they're going to have a lot of missed opportunities, and that's, unfortunate. So, for Zoe, but, life and living is about learning, and death is not scary, and but definitely trying to make life the best and figure it out for yourself, and to not I can't tell you what to do, whether to there are spiritual courts that we believe in my practice, which is Haitian Vodu, and you may not get the same grace as someone else. Like Chelsea, when she gets back, she's going to, live a more simple life. But Zoe, she's going to end up in her old age bitter. So though you've done something, you think that has helped you, these things do follow you, these energies still follow you into your next lives that you have to mend or choose to address. And like I said with Chelsea, there's going to be some type of organization or something that comes forward or comes after her, not in a negative way, but they may want her to pull her into their sorority, and she may have some type of resistance or anxiety regarding getting a lot of attention and being part of something bigger where people are depending on her. She wants to be a simpleton. She wants to live a simple life. So there are certain reasons why you have certain phobias and anxieties, or just feel very eerie about certain things, because some of these things you experienced in your past life, and even some things are small, some things are bigger. So that is my reading for these two ladies, and let them be in rest at this time. Let their souls be in rest and rejuvenation. They are new souls that have recently went through the veil. So thank you all for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. And if you would like to comment below, please be respectful, or your comment will be deleted and you will be blocked. Okay? I love you all, and know that you are loved and that you are very, very important. Okay? And that is all. Bye.